Hi, my name is James Turner from Vision Yachts, and I'm going to take you through a walkthrough through the Vision 444. This is the ES model. So the nav station, internal nav station, we've made a couple of upgrades. We've changed the seating a little bit, we've made it a bit bigger. We've actually made the whole nav station a bit wider, and I'll show you later why. We've also made additional storage drawer on pull-out runners, so you can put your files, you can store your pencils and dividers and so forth. One of the big features here is we've changed all our DB boards. We custom make them ourselves. It's a much better layout, nicely labeled. Pretty much the rest has stayed the same, but you got all your repeaters, your extra 12-inch MFD screens, your water maker controls, your Vectron Energy, your Iridium Go. It's all nicely laid out. It still gives you that great 280-degree view from inside, especially when you're underway. It's great from a passage making point of view, and it works quite nicely as a little miniature office area. Additional changes we've made in this area here is we used to install an ice maker. We don't really put ice makers anymore because it's much better just to buy a countertop unit. They tend to be quite volatile. So we got the options here of either putting a big pull-out dustbin, which would be fed from the top here. We have a little pull-out out of the top of the countertop where you can drop all your vegetables or waste into the dustbin. Or alternatively, like on this boat, we've put a small drinks fridge. It's just another, especially if you're entertaining, it's a great little feature. It's right by the cockpit door there. Okay, so we're in the galley now. There's a couple of additional features that we offer in the galley. Here you can either have cupboard space, or in this case here we've fitted a nice little Toshiba dishwasher. Nice compact unit, works great, really fits in nicely with our boat. There's a couple of different options regarding the galley. We offer 3 different options. So this is what you call option 2. So option 2 is where we have a overhead locker. We've got the slightly narrow top counter shelf, which allows you to put the gas cooker or induction cooker in place. These particular clients have not gone for a built-in oven. They are using a griller or their own top-mounted cooker. And they've opted for additional storage space, which is very nice. Option 1 would be having no overhead locker with this layout. Option 3 is you have additional storage space here and much more smaller counter area there, and then you'll actually end up having these units built in. On this option 2, there is a, call it a additional variation of this option where you can be slightly wider here, but then you don't have a built-in unit, and then generally speaking people will put a top mount induction hob on. And you'll notice there's various plug points, so it gives you the options of plugging different units in. We also have a couple of different options regarding basins or sinks. We have the big single undermount system. We do have a top mount where it's got the drain tray on the side, and then we also offer 2 separate units. On this particular boat we have your normal mixer unit here with a pull-out spout, and then we have additional pick and drink freshwater system. So this got a little wire valve, and it will go directly from the water maker or directly from your water tanks, and it's got a whole filtration system built in underneath the counter. Okay, so let's talk cooking options. So we have 3 different options here too. So I kind of covered it a bit earlier on. So a standard option would be 4 propane burners with a gas oven. The next combination is no gas oven or propane oven and having drawers with the gas burners or the induction tops. And the third option is you don't have anything, and you, like I said, have the wider counter. You put your air fryers, your grillers, your bread makers. We also have some additional options and upgrades regarding our fridge and freezer. This boat has got a 130 litre door fridge and a 160 litre freezer drawer system. You can also opt for a 160 litre double drawer fridge. Personally, I quite like the drawer system because I feel you can pack in better, and also when you open the door you don't have product falling out when you're out at sea. The freezer, it's also a very nice unit. You can store a lot in it, and you know, being a drawer system, it doesn't impact all your frozen goods. You'll notice we've got telescopic pedestals here. This allows this table to be pushed down with additional cushion that gets put in here, so this becomes a day bed or a passage making bed, especially if you're short-handed. All our finishes come standard as leather throughout the boat. We've got additional storage underneath here, which is just nice for bulky water and items like that. We also have a additional plug point underneath here, so if you're working with your laptop and you need to plug it in, or you've got kids who have got music devices that they want to plug in, you're able to plug in. Under the rest of the seat we run all our lithium-ion batteries. We have our multi-plus inverter chargers. We have our isolation transformers. We run lithium-ion, so these are 24 volt 200 amp Vectron batteries. We can run 4 or 5 batteries, which will give you between 21,000 to 27,000 watts. So we've got 3 batteries here, and we've got another 2 batteries underneath that seat there. Also a nice little feature with our overhead lockers, we have got these nice hinges, which allows to, doesn't matter where you open it, it just holds it. So it's like a friction hinge, gives you nice overhead space, but yeah, they work really great, and allows a soft close motion too. So at the nav station we've got a nice layout here. In this case here, these owners have got the Iridium Go. We've got the nice Vectron display here, a touchscreen unit which gives you all the information that you need, which is nice and easy, nice way to monitor your power usage. Here we've got a GMI 20 which just displays the wind. We have an additional autopilot control head here, so it allows you to change course and steer the boat from inside when you're underway, especially when the weather's a bit bad. And we have an additional 12-inch chart plotter here, or MFD as other people call it. So it's nicely laid out, very easy to look at, nice and visual. Then we have the DB board and the monitoring panel here. So this is all the tank gauges, which is nice and easy to read. So we have our fuel, our water, and our waste. These are all the bilge pumps on the boat, which is you know, all the different port and starboard. And then we've got a nice panel here which is nicely labeled out, broken into 24 volt, 2412 and 230 volt AC. Okay, so one of the reasons we're making the nav station a bit wider was to accommodate the electrics, just make it more comfortable, made the door bigger. You open here, this has also got quick release hinges here, so you can remove the door if you need to work on here out at sea. All your thermo breakers, all your big crossover switches all over here, so it's very easy to get to a windlass or winch thermal breaker. Plus we do have a built-in jumper lead system, so if your batteries go flat on the port side or starboard side, you can do a crossover to just start your engines. If you need to make the boat switch all the power off in emergency, we do have a big main switch which kills all the power in the boat immediately, just as a safety feature.